Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Still nursing a sprained ankle. It's getting a little bit better. Had it for a couple days, and hopefully in 2 days when I'm expected to be back at work, it'll be healed enough that I can do it. Really sucks. I wanted to go out bike riding today because it was a perfect day for it. The weather's nice. I'm home alone. I don't have to work tomorrow. There's no closures on the subway this week. But then I woke up yesterday or 2 days ago, sorry, with a mysterious sprained ankle. So I've been stuck at home, angry. So anyway, I just made a couple videos, and I'm gonna make one today, just showing off my collection of copies of Night of the Living Dead. Let me grab some water because my throat is very dry. That's better. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go through my copies of Night of the Living Dead and just talk briefly about the cover art and the CD art, and if there's anything specifically special about them that makes it interesting. The thing about the Night of the Living Dead, because it's in the public domain, there's like thousands of copies. Like, you can get it in collections, pretty much any collection of classic horror films, it's going to be in there. It's on YouTube, it's everywhere. And when they screwed up and changed the title from Night of the Flesh Eaters, I think that's what it was called, to Night of the Living Dead, they forgot to recopyright it. And of course people noticed and picked up on that right away, and next thing you know, it's been distributed to theaters and drive-ins, and then eventually VHS, and eventually DVD and Blu-ray and everything else, without breaking any laws. So unfortunately for George Romero and John Russo, I hope that's his name. I hope I'm not forgetting. But unfortunately for them and all the actors and people involved in the film, it was very low budget, and they're really hoping to make a lot of money off this, or at least make some money off it. They really didn't make a whole lot just because of one small error. So independent filmmakers, remember, copyright your material. Otherwise, someone else is going to take it, use it, distribute it, and you're going to walk away with probably nothing. And that's heartbreaking. On the flip side of that, a lot of people may not have even seen this film, because my first copy was a pirated copy that I got from a head shop when I was about 15 years old. So I wouldn't even have had a copy of it. So there's two sides of that coin, and it also got recognition for the filmmakers involved anyway, and they were obviously able to go on and make careers just because people knew them from this film. So who knows where their careers could have gone? Who knows where George Romero would become of George Romero? I'm sure he still would have been a fantastic filmmaker, but who's to say? Anyway, this is how many copies I got, and this isn't even counting the box sets that I have. Sorry, the film collections that have copies of Night of the Living Dead in it. Anyway, I'll put this right here, and I'm going to start with this specific copy. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can read. And these glasses are actually make me look extra nerdy, not because I'm wearing glasses, nothing wrong with that, but because they are taped on both sides, because the arms broke off, because they're only reading glasses, and I bought them at the dollar store. I have a few different pairs of reading glasses, but these ones are actually the most comfortable. But anyway, this one here is actually the first DVD I ever bought so many years ago. And I actually tried to sell it one time. I don't know why. I was getting rid of some DVDs that I had more than one copy of. And they wouldn't take it. He said something about this particular company they don't buy from. I don't know what the issue is. Because I have seen this copy in other stores, but after all is said and done, I'm really glad I kept it, because eventually I got on to collect copies of Night of the Living Dead, just kind of as a fun little hobby. And every time I see one I don't have, unless it's weirdly overpriced, I usually just grab it. That's why I got as many as I do. But yeah, this one here, it's got a little bit of trivia in it. You know, just click on it and it asks questions about the movie and shows you a little clip. You know, oh, who said this line or who said that, and then they show the clip to see if you're right. No art on the DVD. You can see a reflection. You can see my movie museum in the background on it, and you can see yourself. Hi, how you doing? And the inlay card. There's nothing too spectacular. It's just other movies of this from the same company that the same company's put out. Anyway. And I'll just start on the end. Actually, I'll start on the other end because let's throw in two quick honorable mentions. This here is the version that was done by Tom Savini, I think, in... I have my glasses on this time. Last time I was talking about this, I didn't. So I can actually look and see if I can find the date, which is blah, blah, blah. It's on here somewhere. I just can't find it, and I don't want to stand here 5 minutes looking for it. Anyway, great special effects, great, you know, it's not a masterpiece by any stretch, and I don't like it as good as the original, but Tom Savini is directing it, and it's done really well, and the special effects, his makeup effects and everything else, it's him, so you obviously know you're going to see, even if the movie sucks, you're going to get a good show as far as visuals. And Bill Moseley is in it as well. I think Chainsaw Massacre 2 came out before this, but I know they come out around the same time. But yeah, he's great in everything he does, especially, you know, as a horror icon. And the art on the DVD itself is actually really cool. So anyway, hey, gotta put it in second gear. I'm already running at 6 minutes. Anyway, this one here, I like this. It's not good. It's more of a parody of the original. The only thing I don't like about it is that it is in 3D, and watching it, there isn't like a 2D version on it. It's just 3D, but it's not unwatchable. It's just you kind of get used to it after a couple minutes. But you got Sid Haig in it, obviously, and he's iconic. He's awesome. The pictures on the back are okay. And it's kind of like, it actually shows Night of the Living Dead being played in this movie, so it's kind of like fiction based on fiction kind of movie. It's the mentality. The inside DVD art's just the cover, but it does come with 3D glasses, which unless you got a 3D TV, I guess they don't work on my TV. So, but they're in there. Okay, now a lot of these I don't remember exactly what's inside them because I don't just buy... When I buy them, I usually throw them on the shelf and just throw them as a collection. But it's just kind of a screenshot from the movie when Johnny's getting attacked by the first zombie of all time, and realistically. So, and that is Bill Hinsman or Bill Heinzman. I don't know. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Who actually does have a film that comes out called Flesh Eater. It came out in the 80s. It's more of a comedy, but he's the same character going on the rampage before or after the events of this. I'm not sure. Even though the movie takes place in the 80s, he's supposed to be the same character. Yeah, what has it got? It's got... It also has trivia on it, some biography stuff, and it's basically, if I'm not mistaken, I think this might even be identical to the first one I showed, only the cover art is different. Alright, moving along. This one here is a colorized version, you know, and the funny thing about this, there's a DVD commentary inside where they're kind of doing a parody commentary, where they're just talking about what's going on as if it's almost as though it's real, like they're talking about the car in the beginning, and which is done in red. But they talk about the car in the beginning where they're trying to film and this car kept driving around, so they said, fuck it, let's put them in the movie. So it's actually really funny. The inside's, it's got some photos, what you see in the colorized version. But, and I don't know, an advertisement that I still have in here, which is, I usually keep those posterity, I suppose. Alright, next one. this here is just some. It's kind of an interesting cover. It doesn't. I don't think it really has a whole lot in it. Just it's mostly the cover art I enjoy for these, and yeah, the inside just fairly generic. And then this one here, I've seen this, but I've seen a Halloween toy or something it's like a bank and a hand comes out. You put the coin on the top and the skeleton hand comes out. That's what this always reminds me of. And the picture on the back's colorized. The movie in the case isn't colorized, but they've done that. And again, just a generic kind of inside. And I'm gonna save those two for last. This is the only Blu-ray copy I have of it. And what has it got? It just has it has like an 80-minute documentary on it. You know, the usual trailers and things like that. Back, I kind of like the green color on it. And how's the inside look? And the inside's just, you know, the box cover. And this one here, this cover here, I like. It's the classic Night of the Living Dead poster. Not like that one up there, but the actual poster, only in color. The back's got some kind of cool screenshots from the film. And what's the inside? Actually, the inside looks pretty cool. It's like done in red. I like that, actually. And again, I got the inlay card. That's an ad still in there. And this one here, this is kind of a creepy one. I'm not sure what zombie this is, but I do like the art, the way it's done. Let's see, they keep coming back in a bloodthirsty lust for human flesh. Ooh. But and then the back is. I don't recognize that either, unless it's been altered in some, like, altered to, I don't know, it's obviously altered, but anyway, and what we got inside, well, I got the receipt from when I bought it, and the inside's just the cover, basically. Okay, next, this one here. Cover art's okay, actually, I like it. It's different lettering, and then you got the dead girl from the film. I can't remember her name, the character's name. I can't remember the actor's name either. But and then the back, just a few screenshots. They have these colorized ones, but it's not a colorized version. And it has the same thing. They keep coming back in a bloodthirsty lust for human flesh. And this one also still has the receipt in it. I do that sometimes. I'll keep the receipts. And actually the DVD is kind of cool. It's not just plain. It's got the actors' names on it and picture of a cemetery. That's the cemetery that isn't in the movie. And what do we got here? Okay, now that one was what I was going to say. What version is that? Okay. This one here I like. This cover art. It's just like from the original poster, and then some screenshots, and I do like the lettering, the font. It's really cool, and the back is actually pretty cool too. Yeah, I'm not sure what it has, just probably the generic stuff. The inlay card's kind of neat too. The DVD is just pretty generic, but. This one here, it's kind of plain, but I still like it. They won't stay dead. That was actually, I think that was a tagline on the original poster. And the back's just a cropped version of the original poster. And, actually, this is kind of cooler than I thought, cooler than I remember. It's got, I like the DVD, all in red like that, and then how they put the see-through, went as far as to put a see-through case and then pictures on the other side of it. So that's actually pretty badass. And what do we got here? This one here. Oh, this is something special. No, not really, but it's a 3D version. It's a black and white movie, 3D. I don't even know if it works in 3D. I know I watched it or put it on, and it was blurry or something. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but The cover art's it's a kind of the common thing with the girl and the lettering, but the green hue kind of makes it look interesting. The inside's got the corpse from the stairs, if you can see it on the DVD, and then the inlay card is just your standard track list, playlist, track list, scene list. This one here I always thought was a little bit weird, but I've seen this version, this copy, a lot. I love how they all say Special Collector's Edition, but what does this have? Blah, 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 blah. Nothing. Well, it's got that Night of the Living Bread parody. You should check that out if you're a fan of the movie. If you haven't seen it. It's silly and stupid, but it's just kind of fun. I think it's about 10 minutes long. It's got some commercials. Oh, it's got some of the original Image 10 commercials. If you don't know what Image 10 is, they are the company that made this. They kind of made up a company because they were Latent Image, and they used to make commercials, George Romero and all the people. It was called Latent Image or Latent Image, and then 10 of them got together and they called it Image 10, and they all had $1,000 each to try and make this movie, and then found out later they didn't have enough money, so they had to get finances from other sources, but and that's where Image 10 comes from, and I think it's the only movie made by Image 10 as them collectively. But anyway, that's the back. Back's actually kind of detailed. I like the back. You know, it's got some colors. Almost looks Christmassy. And inside it's blank, but I think it's a two-sided DVD. That's why. All right, moving on to the last four. This one here is a little bit interesting because it's it's Night of the Living Dead Reanimated, and you can look on the back. It's different artists and different groups of people made their own versions over top of the original dialogue, over top of the original sounds of the movie, and just animated their own their own version of it. Some of them are done with claymation, some of them are done sock puppets, some of them are cartoons. It's really well done. It's not one I can only watch it once in a while because it does get a little bit boring. Not because the art is boring, but just because I'm trying to watch the movie and it's a little bit distracting, but it is good, and any collector of this film or anyone who loves this film, this is sort of a must-have. And inside, the DVD is actually kind of cool. The DVD itself, and inside it's got some shots of the different versions, I guess that's what that is, and a little bit of a info about what it's about and why it was done. Okay, last three. This one here, this was the 40th anniversary one, I think. But it's cool. I really like this. I like the red and kind of like the silvery reflective surface on it. But yeah, I like this one a lot. And it's got some stills in the back, special features. There's just some Q&A. There's just clips from different things. It's these stupid ones that got these pointless locks on it because DVDs are known for flying open. And kind of just the same thing on the inside as it was on the outside in the original advertisement inlay card. Now, here we go, is the 30th anniversary edition. Now, this, basically what this is it was re-released, and new soundtrack, new footage that has never been seen before because it was reshot to add into the movie, and this is the worst god-awful thing you'll ever see if you're a fan of the movie. The cover art's okay, I like it. Actually, I mean, it's presented well, and that there's obviously from the new footage, anyone who knows the scene would say, but it's still Bill Hinsman, so I give him that. 30 years later, made up to look like he did back when he was a little bit younger, but it is horrible. It's one of those things I will, if you're a fan, and once again, I have the receipt in there. If you're a fan of the movie, you probably have, like, if you're a collector, you probably have this in your collection, and that's the only reason I have it. I've watched it once, and that's all I can stomach. The only time I'd ever watch this again is if I had a friend over who's into the film and has never seen it. But the inlay card, it's actually pretty cool. In the back, it's just got the playlist, and the DVD's just kind of plain. But it comes with this little booklet that has scenes like the new shot footage and The thing is, though, it's supposed to blend well, but it doesn't. Even if you've never seen the film, you can easily pick out which were new scenes and which were old scenes, because the new scenes look like new scenes, but it's not good. Anyway, this here is the Millennium Edition. This here, in my opinion, is one of the best you'll ever get. I think my brother got me this for Christmas one year. He was asking me what I wanted, and I said this. I said, don't get me the 30th anniversary one. And but this has has so many things. I just go through. It's got like obviously trailers, TV spots, several commentaries. It's got that Night of Living Bread parody I was talking about earlier. Just different versions. Hi, Cat. Still photo galleries, blah blah blah. History of George Romero, latent image that I mentioned previously. There's some lost scenes of different things. It's just, you got a lot going on in this. The DVD is just the same as the cover, but I like it how it's on a tombstone. I got tickets here when I've seen it, was able to see it live, and then was able to. And this is Night of the Living Dead Live, which I'm wearing this shirt for, which is a stage performance, and I recommend if it ever comes back again, you get an opportunity to see it. It is funny, really well done. It's shot. They're all dressed in makeup and everything's shot like it's in black and white. It looks black and white. It's really well done. And Night of the Living Dead comic in there, and it's got like an inlay card again with information about Night of the Living Dead. Anyway, that's going to be about it. That's all my copies, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you're a fan of the movie, and if you're not, or if you've never even seen it, I suggest go check it out. I mean, it's an older film. But it created the zombie genre. Poster behind me, and it's a zombie genre as we know it anyway. Not the old voodoo zombies that are. I still like those films too, but this is was its own thing and just spawned everything we know. All the movies, in all different countries, The Walking Dead, everything else. I guess that's about all I'm going to say about that. I just wanted to go through them just for fun, shits and giggles and everything else. And check it out. And if you want to comment, or if I made some error or something, or just comment below, and hit subscribe. Sorry, my mouth is getting dry again. And my shirt's wet now too. But yeah, hit subscribe, like, whatever. You can check me out also on Twitter on JackAck7, and that's pretty much it for me today, or at least for this video. And I hope everybody's having a good time, or surviving, doing whatever it is you do. Anyway, until the next one.